Hi, friends.
Hi.
Hello, hi.
How you doing?
How you guys doing?
Very well, thank you.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
You're looking good, by the way.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You guys look amazing as well.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. How does it feel to be out?
Big relief. It feels good. It feels good. I feel grateful. I feel honored. I feel blessed. You know, it's not easy to get into the house. It's even more difficult to go this far. You know, and then you come out and a lot of people are showing you so much love, so much support, and praising you for just being yourself. So I definitely feel blessed.
You got out of the house, and when you come out, you hear a lot of things that, you probably didn't know, conversations that happen in the house, maybe about you or stuff like that. What's the most surprising thing you heard since you got out?
Well, I've not really had time to soak up everything. I just got access to my social media account yesterday night. And since then till now, I've not really checked a whole lot of things. But one thing that I saw that really struck me was the fact that a certain housemate who I took as a brother, said something about a story that I told about my hero, who is my father. And he did say that that story was a lie, and I said it to garner pity, But people who know me, and I don't think there will be any reason for me to go that low, to want to get pity using my dad and my status. That I would never do something like that. And to think that it came from someone that I consider my brother in the house, that made me feel bad. But then, it is what it is. It's his opinion about whatever he feels, and it doesn't make it true.
Okay, can you please tell us what particular housemate this is?
It's new.
Oh wow. Okay. So now that you're outside the house and hearing this thing that Neo said, do you feel differently about him?
Of course, I do feel differently about him concerning the relationship that I had with him. When you trust people, and I know I said it to them a lot of times in the house that one of the reasons why I felt like I was cold or I didn't really let people come that close all the time was because in the past I have had friends betray me and ride my trust because I trust people very easily. And the thing that he heard me say that over and over, and I called him brother a lot of times, and he did the thing, and then he would go into the diary room and say something about me. Then that means that kind of person is two-faced. It's just like what the Igbos will say, manamari who competen aso, then that's the way I say it. But it doesn't change the fact that I wish him well in all his endeavors. If he wins, I'll still congratulate him. But that's just it.
Interesting. So Tolani Badge and yourself, you guys were quite, I see you smiling. You guys were quite,
because I've heard the question over and over, and
I want to know if you have you spoken with her since you got out? Have you connected? Have you guys seen?
We just met briefly when I got to the hotel where I'm staying right now for the media runs. It was just like a 10 minutes catch up, but it wasn't like a conversation because there was a lot going on in the background. People were greeting each other and all of that. We've not had time to sit down and talk, so probably until whenever we have time to do that, which I believe will be after all of these interviews, then anything that you guys can say from you probably know from there.
Yeah, so how did you feel when you saw her?
It felt good to see other housemates who had left. Whatever issues we had wasn't something we're going to discuss on the spot, and I wouldn't try to avoid her or something like that. She's still my friend. I still like her, like I said. And it felt good to definitely see other housemates, and I'm still looking forward to meeting the other housemates who I haven't met.
Okay. So before you left, you obviously saw the housemates that put you up for eviction. Was there anyone in particular that surprised you?
A lot of them, but a lot of them surprised me anyways. But specifically Tricky, I didn't expect that of him, because that was somebody that I felt like was my guy from day one. You know, we had this thing where we used to do in the week when we used to call ourselves like the midnight crew. We stay awake till everybody goes to bed and all of that. And every single time that he came up for eviction, he was in the bottom four, I always used to whisper to him while he was standing. I would tell him that you can't leave me here, bro. You can't leave me here, bro. I want you to stay and all of that. And to think that he would nominate me to leave. I mean, but again, it is the game, and if that's how he wanted to play it, like I said, it's fine by me. No bad blood. I wish him all the best of luck.
So I want to ask, did you learn any new thing about yourself by being on this show? Did you discover something new about yourself by being on this show?
Of course. Now you can't go into that house and come out without learning new stuff about yourself. If you go in and come out without learning new stuff about yourself, then you actually didn't go through the Big Brother process.
So what did you learn?
I learned the fact that I can multitask a lot, like juggle a whole lot of things. I know I could handle a couple of things at the same time, but then we had to multitask and we had to do stuff that we've never been able to do. You understand? And stuff that would take people months, weeks, and a whole amount of crew to put together. We could do it with 2 people, 1 person, 3 people, in a space of 2 hours, and it would still come out nice. And that for me was a journey. You know, I wrote a song for the first time in my life in there. You know, so, and it had lyrics, it had rhymes. And when I presented it to Lekon, who was like an artist, and he was like, oh, these are bars. So yeah.
So what's the next step for Prince? In the house, you showed the audience that you're a very talented guy.
Thank you.
You being the official hair guy of the house. I mean,
I love my hat.
That was amazing. I mean, we've always known that there are men that, like, you know how to make hair and stuff. But seeing that on national TV, I mean, people have started even making calls for Darling to pick you up as an ambassador. Yeah. What's going to be next?
I'm all for that.
Of course, my brother, of course. That's what we want. We hope
my dear, we know these things.
We are praying for you. But you know, what's going to be the next step for Prince? What's the next step?
I have a lot of things that I had planned out, like before even going into the house. And you know, now you go into the house and you discover new things as well, because like I've said in other interviews, like the hair thing wasn't even something that I felt like I was going to use. I learned it a long time ago and I never used it up until when we came into the house. So that's definitely going to delve into that. The whole acting stuff, hosting, my clothing line that I had before I went into the house, I'm going to establish that well. Agriculture, you know, I feel like more money day for food. Let's plant some trees and all of that. And, you know, politics in the near future, activism, and a whole lot of stuff that's on the table that my team and I were trying to work out now. And you guys will definitely see it. So stay tuned, watch out for this space.
We're looking out for that.
I just remembered how heartbroken Dorothy was when you were evicted. You guys are really close, have a very good, great friendship. What would you say is like the best thing about your friendship with Dorothy?
The best thing about my friendship with Dora is that she kind of like brought out the child in me every single time she was around. You know, earlier in the house, I was always very, you know, like that's normally me. I'm kind of serious at times because some people will call me like a half nerd, you know, like kind of serious, you know. But whenever she was around, she always had a way of getting me to play. I become unserious. I want to laugh, I want to joke and all of that. And that was it, you know, that's, you know, had me going. And it actually made me feel safe around her. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for coming, for stopping by. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
We're wishing you the best. We're wishing you the best.